to get an attorney involved in this, he's going to be in trouble because he's not going to be able to afford it. And if I have to sue his ass when he comes back, then I'm going to have to sue his ass.
Yeah, but what if your dad puts that in his will? You cannot fight your own father. Would you fight your own father over this shit? I don't think so.
No. It wouldn't be with Dad. It would be with James. James wants somebody to take care of him. That's exactly what all this is.
Yeah, but nobody's going to.
James doesn't want to do a damn thing. He wants somebody to take care of him, which is exactly what's going to happen when he comes back. He's moving in with you guys because I guarantee you he's not going to find a job. He's going to probably say he's going to look for a job, but he's not going to find one.
He's not going to look for a job, but what I think is...
For not being able to find one, and then he's going to expect you or Dad, Dad, to take care of him. And I am not going to take care of him when Dad is gone. And I hope he understands that.
Of course you don't. That. Of course you can't.
That's my main thing. But that property is supposedly mine. And Dad said absolutely nothing about him moving into the barn. Now, if he moves into the barn, he's going to have to pay rent. And he's going to be paying me.
Well, as you have understood before I was saying it, the barn was already mine before James had ever plans to come back. You remember? Okay?
Barn?
The barn. Dad gave me the barn.
I haven't heard anything about you
because you never talk really. You do need to talk. Terry, you need to talk, and he doesn't really.
The only thing that he's told me that he's given you was that piece of property on Terry Drive. That's the only thing that Dad's ever said that he's given you.
Well,
I said, okay, fine, but there's nothing about owning the barn.
The barn was already given to me, but especially then when you and James had the conversation, I read it out loud to him, and I said, listen, both of those guys, they don't give a shit about the shit you have. The first thing that you will know, they're gonna get rid of whatever's in the barn or even take the barn down. So do we have an agreement like we had before? And he says yes. Okay, so there.
He didn't share that with me though. And see, this has been one of the problems, and this has actually been one of the things about why I want to see the will and the deed and all. It's because I don't. It's not that I don't trust Dad, but this is exactly the kind of thing. It's like, no, nobody ever said anything about you owning the barn, and there's going to be I'm afraid there's going to be some problems when Dad moves.
That's why he needs to put it in writing.
When he passes on to the other shore, I don't know what's going to go on because, like I said, what I know is, and what Dad told me, is that property is mine. Terrace Drive, 4380 Terrace Drive.
He always says the house is yours. The house is yours. He says.
No, it doesn't work that. No, it doesn't work that way. The house and the land all come together. He said absolutely nothing about Danny owns the barn. Or James is going to have, a quarter.
Well, the other thing is,
you never discussed anything about that. 4380 Terrace Drive is my property.
Yeah, but you see, the other thing is,
house and the land.
The other thing is, you have not understood that I work for free, right? And I said, listen, Scotty,
that doesn't matter. I'm sorry, I know that, I understand, but
there is an agreement.
That barn is going to be on my property.
There is an agreement, okay, between me and him, because you really think I'm a freaking...
That's not a legally binding agreement. That is not
That's why I want him to put it in paper.
That is not a legal binding document. It has got, no, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way.
That's why he needs to put it in paper. But you know what? I have agreement with your father. I said, as long, you see, I don't know how many times...
You can have every agreement that you want. Legally, that is not, just because you have an agreement, that even if he did say, yes, you can have that barn, that's not a legal agreement.
He has to write it out.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to start, I ain't got time for this, but I'm going to have to get, I'm going to probably have to get an attorney involved in this.
Of course you have to.
Dad told me that 4380 Terrace Drive
his
still in his
deed.
name.
You are in the
But
deed.
it said absolutely nothing about you getting the house and Danny owns the barn and James is going to live in the barn. No, because I am not going to take care of James when Dad moves on. Now, James is going to expect somebody to take care of him.
Don't
I'm
worry.
sorry, I
Everything's
busted my
going to
ass.
work out
I work
fine.
for a
Terry,
living.
don't.
He's a lazy-ass mother that doesn't want to work. He wants somebody to take
I
care of him.
I know.
I'm not going to be that one.
And me
I'm not going
neither.
to be the one to take care of him.
Me neither. So slow down. Take a deep